increase by about 5 feet.
Since I very first learnt to fly at Murray Bridge Airport with command flight training, we'd always flown over this little airstrip. It's nestled in a bend in the Murray River known as Bow Hill, and it lies just outside of the Murray Bridge training area, barely 22 nautical miles northeast of Murray Bridge Airport, just a stone's throw away. Every time we flew over it, I was always warned by some of the older instructors how hazardous it was and how exciting the takeoffs and landings could be, potentially if you weren't careful. Allegedly, it had a triple wide high tension power line crossing right over the threshold, making the already short runway even shorter in terms of landing distance available. This supposedly makes it a one-way strip with the preferred landing direction to the south and takeoff to the north. Fortunately though, there is a lovely little general store just a short walk from the airstrip that does a ripper coffee right on the banks of the Murray River. So we're here in the command flight training office and we're just planning up the flight from Murray Bridge to Bow Hill. It's only 22 miles, so as long as we've got enough fuel to get there and back with reserves, we'll be all good. But the thing we're looking at is we've only got a 700 metre runway, so we need to have a look at the aircraft's performance given the conditions today, fortunately cold day, and see whether it will do it. But we have picked an aircraft that's known for its prowess on unimproved runways, the infamous Cessna 182 Skylane.
So looking at the POH, we know that we've got adequate performance. We've got about 700 meters to land in there, which is what the owner says, but looking at Google Maps, there's more like 650, maybe 670, which actually is plenty for a 182, because when we look at the POH, we need 795 for a ground roll, 860 for a ground roll, and then we need 1,570 feet to clear a 50-foot obstacle, which in meters is 523. So we've got an extra 150 meters there, which is great because we have that adequate safety margin that we need. It's lucky, really, that we're not all morbidly obese fat bastards.
Yeah, that's it.
Because that would massively increase our takeoff distance. But we're low on fuel, we're low on weight, so we've got an adequate safety margin. What we may have to do is make a takeoff to the north and climb out over this obstacle. So that's why we want to make sure we've looked at these numbers in the PLH.
Yeah, I think that might be the ticket. But I mean, the closer it is, the better the video content, right?
Yeah, that's right. When it gets tight, it's fun.
So this 182Q model, it's actually owned by a local pilot and vet, and he actually uses it to fly around South Australia performing surgery on various small animals. He spent thousands upgrading it. In fact, the avionics he's put in it is the G3X touch display coupled with a Garmin autopilot and the GTN 750 GPS. It's also had a respray in this really modern white, gold and blue livery, which I think makes it look fantastic. And one of my favourite additions is this centre console that he's put in. Ordinarily, Cessnas have got this big empty space in between the two front seats, but having this centre console actually makes that space really usable with 3 different compartments so you can put stuff in. Now with 230 horsepower up front, strong steel landing gear and 40 degrees of flap, you can see why these aircraft make such a good bush plane.
Murray Bridge traffic, Tango Lima India Cessna 182 enters backtrack runway 01 departure north Murray Bridge. Power's good, RPM's good, airspeed's alive. Let's see if she'll get off in 400 metres. Oh yeah, look at that. Easy peasy. Beautiful. And with 20 degrees of flap, she'll get off even better. Alrighty guys, Ash here. We're just a part of Murray Bridge. We've got Michael on board the right-hand seat. I'll be pilot flying today, and we got Joshy in the back seat doing the filming stuff for us, makes us look good.
Of course, always.
Yeah, that's it, mate, that's it.
Let's go to Bow Hill, shall
I
we?
reckon. I heard the coffee's hot, and it's supposed to be alright. I don't think they make it with the Murray River water, so...
Well, here's hoping.
Alright, let's go.
Go and test it out, get some coffee.
That's
Let's
it.
rock and roll.
Yeah, man, imagine you've accidentally flown yourself into IMC, Michael, and you've got foxed out, you've ended up in a spiral dive, you haven't been trusting your instruments, you've been trusting your body instead, and you found yourself in a bit of a bank. So just enter it into a bit of a bank for me as if you were starting to get disoriented.
Yep, coming
That's
into
it,
a
that's
right-hand
all.
bank. Okay.
Cool, oh shit, not sure which way's up. Press the level button.
Level button.
Bang, take your hands off. Alright, see the flight director commanding the aircraft to roll back wings level?
Yep, so
Alright.
it rolls wings level.
Exactly, taking you back to straight and level.
Straight level.
Alright,
So then you just
super
dial
safe.
in your 180 degree turn and let it do the 180 degree
Exactly.
turn, try and get out of it.
Yeah, exactly. So now you press your heading bug on. Alright, twist it 180 degrees around and the aircraft will turn you back 180 degrees so you can head back out of that
Go
cloud
back to
you just
nice weather.
entered. Exactly.
How
Yeah.
good's that? What a great safety feature.
Yeah, they're
Every
awesome.
Murray Bridge,
Yeah.
every-
Murray River. Josh, guess how long it is? How long do you reckon?
200 k's?
Wrong. 2,500k apparently.
25. Oh,
Yeah. Stretching all the way from bloody New South Wales. For the people who aren't from Australia, yeah, it's the third longest navigable river in the world after I think the Amazon's first and the Nile's second, or Nile might be first and then Amazon's second, but either way, it's the third longest navigable river, which is pretty awesome.
Considering we're in the driest state, in the driest country, the driest part of the world, we've got the third longest navigable river.
Yeah, I know, it's epic, right? And it forms part of our border between two of our states in Australia, which is kind of cool.
You know what a bloke should do?
What's that?
Bloke should buy a seaplane.
Hey,
land on it.
oh,
Yeah.
that'd be a good idea. Yeah, I mean the Murray's great, right? You can have all sorts of fun on it. Fishing is awesome. Well, awesome being a
Fishing is relaxing.
Fishing, yes, yeah. Fishing is relaxing. It's good if you like catching carp. What else can you do on the river?
We've done a houseboat trip. Houseboat trip was
That's
really
true,
good. We
yeah.
had the tinny on behind the houseboat. The houseboat's like, not a houseboat like a yacht. We're talking like a big square box that's got like 8 bedrooms.
Yeah, like a barge with a unit on it, right?
Yeah,
but like a
barge
luxury.
with an outboard, one of which works.
That's right. Yeah, like a luxury barge, if you can imagine that. A floating hotel. Oh, I suppose you can wakeboard, ski.
It's like a donger on top of a tinny, really. For the people who don't know what a donger is, that's one of those
Transportable huts.
transportable huts you see,
Some of those houseboats do look like they're freaking.
like they use at a construction site.
Yes.
But then
yeah.
we use, like, you can use it for other things as well. A lot of people have jet skis and they take it on the river, and then wakeboarding's hugely popular.
Yeah. I think we need to. I think you're right though. I think seaplanes on the Murray River is something that needs to take off.
You could take off out of Murray Bridge, and in 10 minutes you could be on the water at any of these shacks.
Oh yeah, it'd be bloody awesome. Yeah, it'd actually be a practical way of getting around.
It would, wouldn't it?
You've got 2,500k. Well, you've got maybe 1,500k of usable landing sites on the Murray River. I can't say all of it's usable because there's power lines and stuff, but yeah,
There's a ton of usable space.
yeah, it'd be awesome.
Bow Hill traffic, Cessna 182, Tango Lima, India, is 8 nautical miles to the west, maintaining 1,500. Shortly on descent inbound circuit 34, Bow Hill.
So we've got 04 to the north, 22 to the south, expecting a light west-southwester, so we're expecting to land on runway 22. Yep. Alright, so we'll fly over Bow Hill, and I'm going to do a precautionary search. I think it's a good idea. We'll have to have a look. There's that power line we've got to look for.
Or he did say galahs, thousands of galahs too.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, right.
We're going to scare them off or check it.
Yeah, sure. So we'll look out, yeah. So see if you can figure out where that power line goes. I'm just going to get over the midfield and then come around for a left circuit, and then we'll do a low overpass, like a precautionary search, and just see what it looks like.
Yeah, I've got the power line.
Yep.
Yep, about 50 metres off the approach end.
Yep, I got it.
Yep.
How tall does it look to you?
10 metres.
Hard to see, yeah.
Yeah, 15.
30 foot, yeah.
Allow 30 foot.
And then I think it goes up, then over the river, but where
and
it
it's
is.
got balls on it at this end, at the.
Oh, cool. That's
See,
perfect.
it's really easy to see.
Yeah, beautiful.
Not
That's
that tall.
cool.
Bow Hill traffic, Cessna 182, Tango Lima, India, enters the left midfield crosswind. Runway 22 for a strip inspection. Bow Hill.
I'll have a good look. I don't want to go in there until, because I've never been there before. It's just, I've always wanted to land there, but because I've never been in there, I think we'll just be a little bit cautious.
Yeah.
Do a pass. If we're not happy, do a second pass, and And then if we're still not happy, we'll go back to Murray Bridge. But if we are, we'll come in and land. So from here, if we drop down,
Stay on the northern side, I reckon.
Northern side, yeah, I'll stay on the northern side of the cliff.
Yes.
So I'll come down to perhaps maybe 150 foot, just so we can have a good look, and I'll stay to the east, and I'll get you to have a look out the right hand side. So I'll concentrate on flying if you can look, and even if Josh can have a look down on the right too with his camera.
Yep.
Just slow her up a little bit, we'll come along at 80 knots. Might measure it too, so I'll just time how long it takes us at a 80 knot ground speed, and that'll give us a bit more of an idea to make sure it is the length that we think it is.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't, I can't see any birds.
No, the birds look okay.
Terrain, pull up, pull up.
Oh, the train system's going off at us.
Yeah, the autopilot's very upset at you.
Yeah.
But, avionics, I should say. What do we got? You want me to call threshold?
Yes,
Time up.
please.
Yep. Okay, it's a power line running along the runway. Threshold.
Beautiful.
Look like there's any birds sitting on it. Looks nice and firm.
Cool.
Obviously kangaroos that go across it. And I'll call other threshold too.
Doesn't look too muddy, does it?
No, it looks fine. Threshold.
Beautiful.
Pull up.
Alright.
There's that power line. Yeah, that is there, isn't it? That is pretty hard to see. It's got to be 30 metres high, I reckon.
Yeah, sure.
Terrain ahead.
Alright.
Pull up.
Looks alright though, doesn't look too soft.
No, it doesn't look soft. There's imprints in it from kangaroos.
Terrain, pull up.
Okay, sure. And we've got 20 meters
Pull up.
at 20 seconds at 80 knots, so 40 meters per second
Pull
in
up.
round figures by 20, so 2 4, so 800 meters is what the calculation. So we've definitely got the hopefully the 700 that the owner said. We've done the
700.
numbers, so cool. Happy to go land then.
Yep.
You reckon? Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Confident.
Cool. We'll make the next one a full stop then. Alrighty. Props, mixtures, our flaps, carburetor heat, preparation for going.
Pull up.
Go full flap there. Alright, let's make it happen.
Pull up.
Yeah, it looks short when you come around there, doesn't it?
Pull
Yeah.
Got plenty of room though. And you got trees on the approach out on this end too.
Yeah.
up.
That's pretty cool. Cleared those trees by about 5 feet.
Pull up.
Maybe
Come on, baby, down you go.
Pull up.
Beautiful. Surface is nice and firm.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Pull up.
Nice landing.
Oh, welcome to Bow Hill, boys.
Here we are.
Alrighty, so we just landed here at Bow Hill. It was a pretty gnarly approach, but we got it down. Coming in from the northern side, we've got the trees and the shacks to come in, and they're actually a lot taller than I sort of expected, nestled down here under the cliffs of the river. But the strip itself is actually pretty firm, so we thought after the rains it could be a little bit soft, but fortunately it's nice and firm, so we haven't left too many wheel ruts in it for the owner. What do you think?
Put plenty of gravel down. It was a pretty tight approach. There was 5 feet, 10 feet between the gear and the trees, but it was cool. It was fun to watch out the side window. Not being the pilot, I get to look out the window. It was really cool.
Yeah, no, nice and safe though. I mean, the aircraft does it so easily. They're such a good machine, these things. So, yeah, should we go get some coffee?
Let's get some coffee. Here we are at Bow Hill General Store. It's about a 200-300 metre walk from the strip up to here, so if you get a chance, try the coffee.
I reckon that's got to be one of the best short flights I've ever done.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a ton of fun. Getting into that little short strip. Oh, what do you think about his landing? Thumbs up down below or not?
How's the coffee?
It's good. They don't use Murray River water. It's good coffee.
You'd know about it then, eh? This video was honestly one of my favourite ones to shoot. It really demonstrates that you don't have to go far and spend a heap of money to challenge yourself and have fun in an aircraft. It also shows you that provided you do your due diligence, Stick to your aircraft and personal limitations, that shorter runways are really nothing to be afraid of. What a fantastic morning of flying. If you want to get into flying light aircraft, or even if you want to start your journey toward flying commercially, definitely speak to the guys at Command Flight Training. They'll look after you. Please smash the like button, subscribe to see more from Michael and myself on the Dead Stick Adventures YouTube channel.